Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm going to do my hair tutorial and show you the iron I used and how quick I can do it. Just to reference some of the verses again from when I did the makeup tutorial. I was talking about how the Bible refers to beauty, references Abraham's wife Sarah. The Egyptian said that she was beautiful. Also, a couple chapters later, we learned that Rebecca was also, Rachel was very beautiful. And then we learn in the book of Ruth that Ruth 3:3, Naomi tells Ruth to wash herself, put on her best perfume and best clothing. And then we jump to Esther and we learn that she was very beautiful. So, and later in that book it talks about how she was given beauty treatments. Of course she was preparing to win a beauty contest to be the next queen, but essentially the Bible, my point is the Bible talks about women doing things to present themselves, their appearance. And again, it's not that you have to do it, it's just simply showing that it is mentioning in the Bible and it is biblical to take care of yourself and feel good, hair and makeup, and your appearance. So getting started, I just want to show you for over almost a year and a half now, I've been using this iron called the Tyme iron. As you can see, it's not your typical looking flat iron because it's a flat iron and a curler in one sweeping motion. I love this. I love this thing. I Google-eyed it for like 2 years before I finally was able to buy one. But it takes about 90 seconds to get started. I actually have the older model. The day I bought this a year and a half ago, I bought it, and I think the next day they released their Pro, and the only difference between this and their Pro is that there's a heat setting adjuster, and then there's this dark color right here is not on the new one. It's like a visual guide aid, but they removed that. But essentially everything else is the same. So this is a bit pricey. I think $190 is what they sell for, but if this makes my hair, like it used to take me 15-20 minutes to do my hair like a traditional curler or iron, if I'm using my chi iron that I would use to curl, but that's because it took more time. Because this is one swoop motion, it cuts that time in half, if not more. So I'm just going to show you, let's see, time quickly how I'm going to set my watch on my phone for a timer so you can see how long it takes me to do it. So we'll start timing now. And first I'll just kind of brush through my hair really fast. Not even really fast. I'm going to just do this my normal time I do this so you can see. And again, it's called Tyme, T-Y-M-E. I just love this. Awesome. So I have my hair parted in two sections essentially. I have a natural part right here. So I'd pull the hairs to the side. You can use these awesome, they're called alligator clips if you want. There is a learning curve with this if you're not used to. Yeah, most people need a learning curve. Even I had a little bit of a learning curve, but once you get it down, it's really easy. So I start from the back moving forward, and I've taken like pinched, where I like to use my regular comb, just kind of pinch out a section. Comb it out real quick. I don't always comb it out, especially if I brushed it well, but it helps if it's smooth. It'll take the curl better. So you can see this is my left side. I'm right-handed, and I have to go opposite like this, and I'm pulling forward. Okay, oops, kind of hard to see that, but I'm gonna twist it. You can kind of see that natural wave. I want a loose curl, so nice, kind of more beach wave, so I'm not gonna do it super curly. Again. I left some out there, that's okay, I'll get back to it. But there's a learning curve to it. I'm gonna put those together. It's kind of hard to see with all this light in your face. Just grab this piece real quick. Gone are the days where you have to, there you go, you see that? That's pretty. Doesn't help words. Again, literally, I don't know if you can see it, but I just like kind of pinched. You don't want to do more than, you don't want to do a whole lot. I suggest starting out with smaller sections until you're used to. Oops, caught my thumb there for a second, but it's okay. You see that, guys? It just curls. And hair cools or stays like where it cools. So it's just helpful to kind of twist it and then put it back. And right now I'm not judging my curls. I love Jacinda, the inventor of this. She is also a stylist. She's all about no judging your curls. Just do it and then you can tweak it if need be. See that fell out, but that's okay. Again, you can see that. And that's why it's important to take smaller sections if you're not used to doing your hair, if you want it super curly, because if you don't have control, it's just gonna fall out. So I'm gonna hold on to my hair a little bit better, go a little bit slower. And you can see I'm still lightly holding on to it. Do you see that? Pop. It just pops. Don't judge it, just move forward with doing your hair. This piece, that's kind of a big gap. And you can also use another clip if you need to kind of hold the hair back. So now I'm pulling my hair forward. That's just key to when you're on the learning curve. And I'm pulling it forward down close to the floor. And you see how it just curls? Like that, isn't that pretty? Forward. Adjust this little guy. Normally I don't care, but just kind of stays back there when it's actually curled. Again, I like to come through it, especially if it doesn't feel as smooth in my hands, just so when it's smooth, the heat's gonna properly catch all the hair. Did you see that? That was fun. Okay. And if it's too curly, like that's a little bit too curly for me, if you just pull it down, but just, you know, I won't even mess with it. I curl it first, like Jacinda teaches, just curl it and you can tweak it later. But if it's too curly bouncy, you can just tug on it a little bit before it fully dries. Or you can also brush through it at the very end. Okay. And I'm not so, I kind of drop it at the end or go down, just because again, I like the ends to be a little bit more straight. So you get more of the casual beach wave look. That may be. See, I'm pulling forward and going towards the ground. You see that? Ooh, that's pretty. Now that's a little curlier on the end, but that's okay. You want to avoid, next so you can pull this down a little bit and loosen the curl. You want to be careful not to go over. The common misconception is that you got to go over and over and over your hair to curl it or multiple times. And if you have proper, if your hair's smooth and you've got proper technique, you're not going to have to do that because it's going to evenly heat that. And look, I'm just going to pull down. There we go. I kind of pulled out at the bottom so that I would have a more straight bottom. And then here's the last piece. I kind of tilt my head just so I can get in there and then straighten it back up. I'm holding it on my left side. And again, I got pulled out a little. There we go, pull that out a little bit so it's kind of a straighter end. And I have that side. Okay, let's see. It's under 6 minutes so far. And again, it's because I'm talking. I'll clip that out of the way and go this other side. And again, I'm pulling the farthest from the back. This is a little bit easier. I can move quicker on my right side just because I'm not having to, like it's all on this side. I'm not having to put my hand over. Okay, next, throw that to the back. And again, I'm doing the same motion. And the reason, because of the way this is shaped, this is the learning curve, is going from having your hand positioned one side on your right, which is like this. You see I'm grabbing that tail and then I'm pulling it to kind of keep it in so it doesn't fall out. And then when I go to my left, having to bend my arm like that, that's the learning curve. But it makes it that much easier if you're comfortable with sectioning your hair already. It really doesn't take that long to learn it. And this is so well heated. I have really thick hair, This curl will last me like easily 3-4 days without touching it, and then sometimes I'll barely touch up a curl or two on the 4th and 5th day moving forward, and that'll last for the remainder of like the 7-8 day period in between washes. So I don't touch my hair every day like some women are curling their hair every day or every other day or whatever, or it's not holding their curl, whatever they're using. And they're not paying me to talk about this. They don't even know me. But this is how much I love it. I don't use any other thing. Hair tool, I stopped using essentially my Chi iron or my regular curler. I have them just for backup, but I use this every like 1 to 2 times a week. So you can see that. And I'm just kind of taking, I might even do thinner than that piece. There we go. So you can see I'm kind of throwing it over. You see my hands flipping like kind of a motorcycle, vroom vroom. And I can go more in detail in another tutorial later. I just wanted to show you how quickly, for time purposes, how quickly I can do my hair. And I have a lot of hair. If you were to talk to any of my friends who's ever seen it, especially those who've actually colored my hair, or even ask Dustin because he's helped me color my hair, I have a lot, like a lot of hair. Where some people might take 10, 20 foils, mine can take easily 30, 40 just on half my, I mean, it's insane. I always joke talking to the Lord, I'm like, man, do you see how much hair I lost today, Lord? Do you still, you know, scripture says he knows the number of our hairs on our head. I will joke and say, did you see how much I lost today? Just because I have so much. Very few times will you see me redo a piece of hair. See, isn't that pretty? Okay, coming on the last couple of sections. Oops, maybe retouching a couple of them, but this is like my chunky bang, so this is where I'm the most careful. I don't like a whole lot of curl. I want just kind of a loose curl at the end here. But you're essentially, even if you have curly hair, got some makeup or something in my hair right there. If you have, you know, even like frizzy curly hair, it goes from straightening and curl smoothing all in one swoop action. Yes, it is that amazing. There's no, the learning curve is the only difficulty. Once you learn how to go from here to here, because with any other tool, you're using the same hand, the same way, right? This, you have to be strictly this way on your right side and then strictly this way on your left side. And yes, it's for both the right hand and left hands. You just have to, left-handers, you just have to learn the technique and be comfortable with your hands being in different positions compared to using any other flat iron or curler. If you have experience using the Marcel curling irons, the ones where the barrel moves, that I think really helps being able to learn this. But it's not hard. Okay, let's see. I don't think you can see it, but it is 10 minutes and 55 seconds that it took me to do this hair, and I can do it closer to 8 when I'm not talking. But I just want to show you how pretty is this, right? Super quick, super easy. Again, I'll show you, this is the Tyme iron. Tyme iron, I think TymeStyle.com is the website. And then you just can kind of turn my head. I don't know how much you can see, but it is awesome. Anyways, ladies, thanks for watching. Friends, if you have your birthday coming up or Mother's Day is coming up, ask for the Tyme iron. It will save you, you know, it's Tyme. It saves you time. And they do Facebook Lives every Wednesday at 12 Central Standard. And it's just awesome. You guys, this is the best. Mommy needing, any woman needs this, but to do your hair under 10 minutes, only a couple times a week to touch up, it's fabulous. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.